Welcome to my lecture. In the previous lecture video, we talk about the how can you start RStudio, install, and simple usage. I will review for a short time about the previous content, and we will have a first exercise with R. As I talk to you, we can make our own project like these figures. So you should click File and New Project, a new directory, an empty project. You can type your directory name. After making your directory, after making your project in a specific directory, you can find your project using getwd command in console. So you can check where is your project specifically, and you can also move to the another directory using setwd command. So you should put your wanted or new directory comment using double quotes, opening and closing. And then after checking about new directory, you can find your previous project moved to the another new directory. We can classify two ways for coding with R. One is R script, the other is console. But as I talked to you before, I recommend R script file if you code more than 2 or 3 lines. And file extension is capital R. So you should be very careful about not lowercase r, but capital R. After typing your command in a R script file, you should save using this menu click, or you can also use the Ctrl S, or you can execute to your R script file, and then automatically you can be alert about the save message, and then you can type your file name, right? So there are 3 ways for learning or executing of R script file in RStudio. First is source. So you can check the source, the left top side, and if we press the source, there are 2 types of the source. First is just the source. So this means you can run all the code in an R script file at once and print the results to the console screen, right? The other is source with echo. So it means you can run entire code too, like our source menu, but with the comments as well as the output, the line by line. The last one is the run. So run is very close to the source menu, but the front part. So if you press the run menu, we can execute one line only of current cursor position among your all lines. So if you modify one line only, you can modify the line and then run again. So in this case, we don't need to execute the whole or entire code instead of source or source with echo. So sometimes it is more efficient if we modify a few lines among your whole or entire code. All right. So you should read each explanation all by yourself, and then you can test. So in this code means if we put the data 10 to the variable x, and if we put or store the 20 data to the variable y, and then we want to print out after addition arithmetic operation, right? So we can get the result 30 in a console screen. And if you check the file name, we realized the change from the untitled to the sample point capital R. So you should be very careful about the file name, and the file extension is the capital R. All right. So if we look at the RStudio screen in a whole, as I talked to you, we can type in our script file mode, and then if we select the code, we can find the source echo or source. Of course, we can find the source or source with echo, the left top side, but similar to the Office Word, we can also click the code and then select the source or source with echo. And you should memorize the keyword shortcuts about the source and source with echo. So instead of click over the each menu, we can put the keyboard shortcuts very quickly with our left fingers. So if you want to execute with the source menu, we can put the Control and Shift S. So if we use both the left hand, right hand, we can put the Control and S with the left finger, and simultaneously you can click or press the shift key with the right hand. All right, so simultaneously we can execute very quickly. Instead of source with echo, we can click with the enter instead of S with the right finger. All right, and then we can check the result in a console mode. Okay, so regardless of typing the place, we can get the result only in a console anyway, regardless of the typing of the script or console and so on. All right, okay, go ahead. So each line is named by comment in R or programming language. And then you can also find the each variable and data in memory can be checked in the this side. So you can check the x variable has data 10, the y variable has the data 20. So if you click the environment menu of the top right, you can. It is similar to the memory status in a whole. All right, and the bottom side, we can check the project name. The extension is the capital R and Proj, and inside of the project, under the project, there is the one R file. The file name is a sample R. In case of you should name your file with the today date and your ID number, your English name, and your project, the exercise name, right? So that is the standard format as I talked to you. And if you want to test your short code in a console, you can type in console and you can run with the just enter instead of Ctrl Shift S, Ctrl Shift Enter, or run menu. In case of the console, I mean you can check your results using only enter, and then result can be shown. Okay, we will compare two functions. One is print, the other is cat. So these are for the printing of your data on the screen, I mean the console. But there is the difference between print and cat. So we should know what is exact differences between them. So if you put the print and the integer data with the addition arithmetic operator, we can check the result in a console, right? So this special character means this is the console mode, right? So you can type your test comment or short comment, and then you can check your result very quickly, similar to the messenger, right? So that is the interpreting mode. The other is the character A, alphabet A or B, and so on. 26 alphabets can be changed based on your interest. Anyway, you should put the single quote and closing single quote. It is the grammar for the character or string in R. Okay, so we can check the result with this. In console, we can omit print function. So if you put the numbers with the arithmetic operator, you can quickly get the result similar to the calculator. Alphabets, character, string results are also shown without the print. And if you want to check the reserved the value, such as the pi, so in this case we can check the pi value also. And in this case, after that there are many numbers illuminated. So if you want to cut for the threshold value, we can use the digit second parameter with the specific number. So in this case, we can check the number until the digit number 3. So 3 and 1, 4. So only 3 numbers can be shown with the second parameter. If you put the second parameter with the value number 2, of course we can imagine the result is 3.1 only, alright? So you can test all by yourself in a console. It is a very easy test, so you can do it all by yourself. And then you can also capture and you can put your result on your Word file. So you can open your Word file and then you can type today date and you can paste today exercise screen for the tracking, and you can put your own explanation based on your understanding. So it is free about the content of the explanation. So for example, you can put your working date, all right, and then you can put the today working content subject comparison between print function and cat function like that, and then press. So you should be paste your own exercise screen instead of this, all right? And then you can put some explanation. This is blah 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 like that. Okay, so the number of the sentence are free. All right. Okay. Okay, go ahead. So even though we put the two more numbers as input value for the print functions, print function only press the first integer only. And if you put the two or more the characters, in this case, you should use the another printing function, or there is the error about the parameter. So in this case, we should use the another printing function cat. So first we can check with the several parameters. So if you put the cat and the several various types of the data, such as the integer, character, the string, in this case, the cat's printing function shows successfully in a console like that. And as I talk to you, this is the special character for the next line. So RStudio Interpreter print the 1 and alphabet A and the special character, and then after next line the interpreter press number 1, 2, 3. All right, so you can test this, and then you can also capture your own exercise, and then you can paste, and then you can add your own explanation. I tried blah blah like that. All right, so the point is you should know what is the difference between the cat and print function. All right, and instead of specific function, we can also use the another grammar for the printing. So if you want to print the several numbers or characters, we can use this special character. So if you use this, RStudio Interpreter understands about for the new line. So we can check the 1, 2, 3 per each line. Of course, per each line, we can add the arithmetic operators such as addition or division or multiplication and so on. Okay, so you can test the many ways for printing. All right, and in this slide shows the string for the print. So string means there is no integer or single alphabet. I mean, string means the several alphabet group, such as the hello world or my English name or your English name. So we can print out the string with a print function too. And in our grammar, the assignment operator is very important too. This means we want to store right side data to the left side variable. Okay? So variable name is free. X or Y or number, fine, it's okay. But if we look at the right side data, that is the number related data, right? So we can make the variable name for imagining for the specific data type. For example, if we want to uh, store my English name, in this case, the variable name can be recommended with the name instead of num. So we can imagine what kind of data was stored in name variable. So name, we can imagine maybe the stored data is string for the naming, right? Instead of integer or float. Okay, so my point is when you make your own variable, you should make the name for imagination of the stored data. Okay, so after that, if we check the stored data, we can use the variable for the input value with the print function. All right, so if you put the name variable, we can print out the 하양 O instead of the 3.14. All right, so we can check it for a short time with the R Studio. All right, so okay, please open your R Studio with two ways. First, you can find the R Studio with the window main menu, or you can use the magnifier, and then you can type R Studio. So even though you only type RS, but automatically Windows find R Studio. So you can click or press enter for opening the R Studio. And okay, so we can test this. Okay, we can make the variable name num and your age. For example, my age is 42 and my English name 하영 O, right? And if you want to check, what is the value of each variable? In this case, you can put the each variable name for the input value with the function, the print function, all right? So you can check like that. There is 42 inside of the variable num. And similar to this, so instead of typing, you can use the upside key or downside key in a keyboard as I talked to you. So if you press the upside key, we can find the latest comment automatically, and then you can modify only the variable name. So in this case, I see. So you can find the variable num has 42, variable name has your English name, and if you want to check what's the happening each variable in a whole, regardless of the console, you can go to the top right, and you can find the environment, and there is the variable names, and each variable has each variable as I talked to you. All right, so this is same with your memory. So memory is a hardware. You can open the hardware directory, right? But based on RStudio software, we can easily check the each variable data with the environment. So as I talk to you, this is RStudio. This RStudio is the IDLE. That means develop environments. So we can develop and then we can check the environment too easily. All right. So the RStudio is one of IDLE's softwares. All right. Okay. So we can test this, and we can test all by yourself. And if we want to check the area of the circle, we need to know the pi and the radius and the area equation, right? So for getting area equations, we can put the equation in the RStudio too. So for the area, we should multiply between the pi variable and the r value with the square, right? Square format. So in this case, if we consider radius number 10, we can get the result using cat print function. So radius value is number 10. Therefore, the area of the circle is this. So you can test this one, and then you can paste this screen, and then you can put the result, the bottom side of the Word file. All right, and then you can add your explanation too. All right. So we will end this video clip, and then we can go ahead for the next video. Okay, thank you.